Hey gang, Jason here for the Love of Tractors, and I'm doing another question and answer video here. So the first question, and I've gotten this a bunch lately, and I appreciate it, guys. I really do. It means a lot to me. And people are asking how I'm doing, how's my health doing. So it's just up and down. Like today, not running a fever, still coughing, my lungs hurt. I'm still tired. I mean, I put in a full day at work today. Quite a bit of hard work actually today, and I was pretty shot by 1 o'clock, but you just kind of got to power through. And yeah, pretty tired. It's going to be an early to bed night tonight. So I'll have days where I feel pretty good, and then days where I feel really crummy, and then it seems like the more crummy days you have, the worse those crummy days get. So that's kind of that. I think my big thing is I don't care whether you think COVID's real or not. COVID's real. I had it, and I'm still dealing with it. The thing, just be careful, guys, because, obviously some people, it doesn't affect them. Some people have mild cold symptoms. Some people get really sick. Some people die. I've talked to my doctor. He says that what I'm going through, I've talked to my doctor a lot here lately. What I'm going through is pretty common. So there we go. I'm going to have to go back again probably next week and try to get on steroids or something again to get over this cough, because you just keep coughing and it just keeps getting worse. It just hurts more and more, and it just runs you down. So anyway, enough about that. All the well wishes are greatly appreciated, guys. Really, seriously, thank you so much. It means the world to me. Okay, so let's get into some farm toy questions and answers. So I'm just gonna skim this one and say I'm gonna make a video on this, and I'm actually gonna make a video on it after I finish this video, and then maybe I can have that video posted up this weekend. Someone sent me actually in the live chat, someone asked if I could teach them, if I could do a video on how to scratch build flasher bars like these on this Case IH. And of course the answer is yes, I'm more than happy to. Super cheap. I literally only pennies in that. And so what I want to do is I want to make a video on how to make the super cheap flasher bars. And then I also want to make a video on how to make super cheap handrails. That way you guys that want to do some custom work, but don't have big budgets. I don't have a big budget. You can do that and make really cool tractors. I really believe, I don't know if okay, so you saw the tractor with the flashers. Come on, those look great. And they cost pennies. And then, here's an example of handrails. You can kind of see them there. The camera's not wanting to focus. There we go. That one got bent a little bit, I think. I took that to a show a couple weekends ago, and I think it got knocked around a little bit, but that's okay. Anyway, I thought those would be two great videos to kind of just show you guys how to very easily, with literally one tool. Now I use a sprue cutter like this, or sometimes they're called flush cutters, but probably for the video I will use a pair of needle nose that have the little cutting jaws on it. And that way, one tool, straight pins, styrene, etc., etc., and you'll be able to do both of those. So that video hopefully is coming this week, if we're lucky, if everything goes well. So on to some other questions. I thought this was a really great question. So my buddy Malachi asked this. We kind of like, I don't know, there's kind of this running gag, if you will. Oh, look at that. Oh, man, my glue knocked over, and I glued. Oh man, boo. Anyway, sorry, I get easily distracted, as you can tell. Squirrel. My buddy Malachi, so we talk, I get the question a lot, what is your favorite tractor? I get it a lot. That's fine. Always happy to answer that, guys. Like, it's, because not everybody's on the lives and so on and so forth. So my favorite tractor is probably the Steiger KP 1400. I don't know, it just looks cool, I think. It's a big beast of a tractor. Honorable mention, probably a Case IH Quad Track would be number 2, and then probably a John Deere 5020 would be next after that. I just always love the 5020s. So there you go, guys. I've actually, oddly enough, I've never driven a Steiger KP 1400 or a John Deere 5020. Would love to knock both of those off my list someday, but it seems like a stretch at this point. But you never know. Anyway, would love to drive a Kinsey repowered 50/20. That's a dream right there. Anyway, so those are my favorites. Anyway, my buddy Malachi said, we know what your favorite tractor is. What's your least favorite tractor? So I thought that was a really cool question, actually. I had to think about it long and hard, and even as I'm about to say it, I still gotta think about it, because I don't know if it is my least favorite tractor, as silly as that sounds, but it probably is. It could be, maybe. It's hard for me because, I love tractors, and so when I say my least favorite tractor, that's not really saying that I dislike the tractor, I guess. It's just saying that it's not my favorite tractor. So, anyway, with that said, and I should have got one off the shelf. It's a Case 1470. And I don't know why. I don't know why. I just there's something about it. I just don't care for something about the way it looks. I just don't love it. But I don't hate it. But anyway, there's my least favorite tractor. At least for today. Ask again in a week, it'll be something different, probably. Anyway, so I thought that was a fun question. I've been thinking about that for several days now. It really got me thinking. So great question, actually, when I have to think several days on something. So thanks to Malachi for that. The next set of questions I thought were really cool questions. I kind of had to think about that too. From my buddy Connor, Custom Farmers on all the social media, check him out, is what is my favorite brand of tillage, and then what is my favorite tillage tool? So I really had to think about that. I think my favorite brand of tillage is Landau Tillage. At least for, that's what I'm going with anyway. I don't know why. I just like the blue color. I think they always look cool. They're, even the old weatherproofers that are yellow, I just think they're kind of cool looking. They're a little simple, but they're cool. The Landau Till-All, super cool. The Landau Finish-All, I think, is super cool. And then, now you've got all the new weatherproofers, or the 2130s, all those tools, that have so many different configurations and things like that. And I think those are really cool. So for now, Landau Tillage. I used to have a really cool Landau Tillage hat, and it's disappeared on me. I don't know if it got super dirty and, somebody threw it away on me because it was super dirty, even though that's not a reason to throw away a hat, as you all know. I just don't know, but I miss that hat. It was blue, had the Landau logo, Landau Tillage on it. Super cool. Miss that hat. Wish I could find another. Would love to have another. Maybe I'll come across one someday. You never know. But, so that's my favorite tillage company. What is my favorite tillage tool? That's the DMI Akalo Tiger. So I always love those DMIs. The field cultivators I always thought were cool. But particularly the disc rippers I think are just super cool. Of course, we ran one at the farm for years ago, and I don't know, when I see one, I just think they always look good. I've been kind of trying to make a really good one for my model farm. You guys do know I have some DMI kits. They look nice, don't get me wrong. They're the 5 shanks. I want to make one where the wings fold, like a 7 or a 9 shank model someday. I'll get to it one of these days. It's just, everything else kind of gets in the way of it. I'm trying to build for show season next year right now. I want to get, I kind of have this little goal that by Memorial Day of this year, I have enough custom tractors, a la, like the 540 case, or this John Deere tractor right here. Enough custom tractors built where I can throw them in my travel case that we take to shows, and I don't have to worry about building custom tractors at the last minute next year. I can focus on tillage implements and other things I'm working on, tools and toolboxes, all the display items that we're working on, and plus some specialty stuff that I'm working on. So, and by specialty stuff, I mean, you guys know I've been repowering a lot of tractors lately. Those are, right now, the ones I'm doing are going into my collection, but eventually those will go to certain people that want them, and then if enough time, they'll go to shows with me, at least in a limited quantity. So they're tricky builds. They're expensive when they're done because of how much is involved in doing one of those. So I'm not going to build a ton of them for the general public because there's just not that huge of a market. But anyway, that's neither here or there. So anyway, I thought that was, where do we start there? We started with the tillage, and then I ended up talking about, I don't know. You guys know how I am. I'm kind of a stream of conscious person. So anyway, next question, and the only thing I have on this is from Tyler. So I don't know his screen name or anything like that. So thank you, Tyler, for submitting this. What are you working on now? So actually, I think I might have answered that mostly, but so couple things. You can see right there, Rabasteiger, working on getting that thing done. Looks good. I'm 98% happy with it. Until I get it to 100%, that probably just stays there. And I don't know that I'll get it to 100%. I might just do another one to get to 100%, just so that I can say I'm 100% happy with it. But I like it. It's cool. 98% there. Got some stuff that I need to do to make it 100%, but it'll get there eventually, maybe. Maybe I'll never be happy with it, because I'm that way at times about tractors, and it drives people nuts, especially when I'm building something for them. But it's the way I am. Can't help it. Okay. Other things I'm working on. I just showed you Case 540. With this one's got LSWs. I've been using a lot of Chucky's tires. I've got to get a hold of Adam Sunken so that I can get some of his 800 series tires. Plus, I think I need 710s or 700s. I don't know for sure off the top of my head. I think they're 700s, actually. They are 700s. I'm down to 4 of these. So, anyway, got to get a hold of Adam so I can get more of those. And so I'm working on those. The Case IHs, a couple Deere. Oh, that's the last 9R I've got. I traded some 9Rs to a buddy of mine, actually Connor. He's going to get those here pretty quick. And let's see, what else? Oh, I'm working on, but I've got, so this is unfortunate, actually. This was looking pretty decent. So this is obviously a Case IH converted to a green Steiger. I don't know what happened here, but I've got a paint chip right where the two halves connect. And so anyway, this has to be completely stripped and repainted. That's really frustrating, but it's the way it is. I'm working on a few service trucks. This guy right here being one of them. Just doing various tools and things to that. And then I'm working on some 1/16th stuff. If you're looking for a big giant 1/16th engine, Chucky's Precision Parts and Pullers is your guy. That's where this came from. That is a 3208 Cat. Oh, let's see. Converting this Lion to a Steiger Lion versus I don't know, Case IH to a Steiger. How about that? Let's just keep it simple. Got to put the tracks back on this, and it's ready to go. And I'm going to do a wheeled version of this just for myself as well. This guy here, 8850, obviously you can see some body filler, just filling some seams, some rivet holes, things of that nature. This, I shot it industrial yellow. It's going to be an industrial. It's going to keep the John Deere V8 in there, but after I shot it yellow, I had a little bit of a wrinkle in the paint, just right above where the decal goes, enough that it needed repainted, so stripped it down to repaint again. And then, let's see, I've got a Ford. This is getting a repower. This is getting a Cat motor in it, so it'll have a yellow Cat motor. And then, probably last and not least, converting some of these old Fords that were the brown color, converting some of these to different colors, and I'm going to try to make some grain trucks and fertilizer trucks out of those. I'm waiting on fertilizer beds to come from FactFox right now. I can print those at home, but the printer is running parts and things like that, so anyway. Alright guys, wow, we're up to 15 minutes already, so I apologize if it was long. If you made it this far, thank you so much. Sorry about the little COVID rant at the beginning, but I don't know. It's just frustrating when you're sick and then you hear people like, yeah, whatever. It's frustrating. Anyway, guys, hope you guys are all healthy and happy. School year's almost over. Hope you guys that are in school are doing awesome. Those of us that, we're adults and in the work life, hope your year's going good so far. Tomorrow's tax day. except for I guess the deadline got extended a month or so. So if you're scribbling around, rushing around to do taxes tonight, chill. You don't need to. It's like another month from now. Anyway, all right. I'm just rambling at this point. Thanks, guys. Really appreciate it. You're the best. Appreciate everything you guys do for me. So have yourselves a great day. Happy tractor hunting.